First rule to being a great communicator is be yourself. I listen to a lot of radio shows, a lot of blogs, a lot of, watching people on television. I hear a lot of national famous radio broadcasters do their show, and the thing that is a pet peeve of mine, and I think also something that creates distance with listeners, is when you are not yourself. Now, being yourself, the best thing about that is nobody can be you. There's only one you, and there's only one person that can deliver you, and that's you. Now, this takes practice. This takes experience. I know the first time you've ever seen yourself on video or heard yourself on audio or heard yourself speak, most people hate how their voice sounds. They say, oh, it doesn't sound like me. I don't like the way it sounds. In time, you'll get comfortable with your voice. And in time, basically you have to, because if you really do work at the craft of becoming a better communicator, you're going to have to get comfortable with your voice, because you're going to be working on your voice, working on the diction, working on your presentation, working on your believability, working on, practicing if you're reading, if you have to read a script, or even if you don't have to read a script, how to deliver something effectively, not only getting the message across, but also tapping into you. Because when you're really you now then can connect with the audience. Again, there are a couple schools of thoughts. Now, some people believe that they like to create a character. They create this character, and this character is their persona anytime they have to communicate. So that's what some people do. So effectively, they're actors or actresses. I personally believe in tapping into you, because number one, when you create a character, sometimes that character is a knockoff of someone else, and it's not authentic and genuine. That's very important to me. Now, again, this is just my opinion and the opinion of somebody who's been doing radio for over 20 years and has had success, but it doesn't necessarily mean my opinion is right. But I will just say, I believe that when you look at communication in any form, what happens is when you start to get good at it, the you comes across. And I think that you, that human you, is what people connect with. And I think that's what, again, makes you unique, as opposed to creating a false personality. I think that's the short-term solution. I think the long-term solution is, you. And when you resonate, I think people pick up on it. I think that's why you have most of your great actors, most of the people that we know over time, entertainers. What happens is, you start to see a little bit of them in what they do. Denzel Washington comes to mind as an actor. You see, now again, we don't know Denzel Washington, but if you watch him as an actor, there's certain things that he does that is Denzel. Certain things that Samuel Jackson does. It's Samuel Jackson, Angela Bassett, Richard Gere, the great Tom Hanks. Whatever character they have, there's always a bit of them that comes across. And I think this is what people connect with. Howard Stern is a radio personality. Even if you don't like him, if you listen to Howard Stern, a bit of him. There's Howard Sternisms that come across. Rush Limbaugh, same way. Love him or hate him, you get the feeling that there's something there that is him. It may not be all the way him, but it is an essence of him, and that essence is what people connect with, and that's what you have to start working on. If you're, a beginner, again, at first, I think the process starts. People are a bit overwhelmed of just being in front of the camera, being in front of the microphone. Then once you start to get comfortable, you start to search for what it is that you're going to do. What am I talking about? And then, as you get more comfortable and you become more prepared, you then start tapping into you. And when you tap into you, you're on the road to success. So be yourself. That's our first rule in becoming a better, more effective, more excellent communicator.